Hello! Hey Tyler, how you doing? Welcome to the first stream of Quill Streak's kind. We've never really done this before, it's crazy. This is Psychonauts. We're going to play Psychonauts today, but mainly we're trying to start a streaming operation off. Do I sound okay, Tyler? Can you hear that good menu music too? Do I sound like a mad British man? Everything is a little quiet. Okay. We can fix that. Hello. See, I'm using this cool thing called, I think it's affectionately called Slobs, which is Streamlabs OBS. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Everybody tells me that I'm from somewhere called Newcastle, which has a Geordie accent, and everybody tells me that I've got a bit of a reserved Geordie accent. It's not really there. But hey, you know. Thank you. Everything sound a bit better now? Or am I still like a little mouse? Okay, great, cool. Swish. Alright, you can dip if you want to now, Tyler. That's totally cool. But I'm going to get into the game. If you've never heard of Psychonauts before, it is a game that is now free on Twitch Prime for like May. That doesn't mean that you should rush out and buy it, or that I'm trying to chill out here and make people buy games, but it's basically free. It's one of the best games ever, and you should go grab it if you've got Amazon Prime, that is, because that's the parameters. Game audio is still pretty low. Okay, I don't want it to be too loud, but I'll turn it up a bit. I think that's a bit better. Cool. Okay, let's start a new game. Psychonauts, as background, was made by Double Fine, which is Tim Schafer, who made Monkey Island, Full Throttle, all those kind of games. And then in like the mid-2000s, started up a game company called Double Fine, where he was like, okay, let's make a game. Tried to pitch the idea for Psychonauts, which was this mental health, diving into people's brains, platformer game at the end of the sort of 3D platforming era, when it was all going to shit, essentially. So that didn't go very well. And then the guy, Will Wright from Maxis, basically was like, yo, this game's really cool, please make it. Somehow they got it funded, and here we are, this beautiful game. And if you don't know nothing about it, I guess this opening monologue from Coach Oleander will tell you a lot. So here you go.
The human mind. 600 miles of synaptic fiber, 5.5 ounces of cranial fluid, 1,500 grams of complex neural matter, a 3-pound pile of dreams. But I'll tell you what it really is. It is the ultimate battlefield, and the ultimate weapon. The wars of this modern age, the psychic age, are all fought somewhere between these damp, curvaceous undulations.
He wants to fuck brains.
From this day forward,
if that isn't
you
clear.
are all psychic soldiers, paranormal paratroopers, mental marines who are about to ship out on the adventure of their lives. This is our beachhead, and this is your landing craft. You shall engage the enemy in his own mentality. You shall chase his dreams. You shall fight his demons. You shall live his nightmares. And those of you who fight well, you will find yourselves on the path to becoming international secret agents. In other words, Psychonauts. The rest of you will die.
That's Dogan. We love him.
Children, you are not going to die.
Well, if you're not a psychonaut, then you might as well be dead.
They told me this was a summer camp. Dogan.
Look at the
Don't
fucking
worry
state of
about
that guy in the
Coach
back.
Oleander.
Those
I've been
ears,
coming
man.
here for years,
That hair, those
and
teeth.
trust me, nothing ever happens.
Yeah, Dogen, Lily's right. You don't got nothing to worry about. Except for that giant monster in the lake I was telling you about.
Bobby Zilch, I told you to stop scaring people with that ridiculous old legend. I don't want the kids to be afraid to go out at night and walk alone on the perfect.
Here we are, dude. Here's the boy.
Psychic summer camp.
That's the top of his head.
We don't want to scare our special guests.
Oh man, you totally should.
Superstar Psychonauts Sasha 9 and Mia Vodello.
Whoa! Light monster!
Formation.
It's resisting. Quick, bring it over here.
See, now this is great because
Is it?
it's Raz.
Just a little boy. What's your name,
It's a sweet young man.
I'll find out. Kid, get in!
Oh shit. Oh, nice landing, dude.
My name
Starts with a D.
is Rasputin. But everybody calls me
Raz.
Please don't kill us, lake monster!
Compelling. Armored like a tank.
Sorry I'm late. I don't want to disrupt your briefing, Agent Oleander. Agents 9, Vodello, please, continue.
Where do you think you're going?
You've broken into a highly classified remote government training facility.
I know. Isn't it great? Listen, why don't I just sit over here quietly with my fellow Psychonauts? Hey, how's it going? I like your hat.
We need to have this young man taken from here immediately.
I'll call his parents.
What? But don't you train Psychonauts here?
Yes, darling, but
To soar across the astral plane. To wage psychic warfare against the enemies of free thought.
That is what I wrote on the front of the pamphlet.
Those words are why I'm here, Coach.
And
O'Leary.
Raz, the boy, is
Do
voiced
you
by
remember
Invader
what
Zim.
you wrote on the inside of that pamphlet?
If you were from the
You
90s
were born
and know of
with a
Invader
special
Zim
gift,
and Gur.
but the people around
sweet
you
little
treat
robot boy.
it like a curse. Your mother is afraid of you, and your father looks at you with shame in his eyes. Come to Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp, and you can show them all. Back home, your powers make you a loner, an outcast, a circus freak. But in this
Too
dojo,
real, man.
in this psychic dojo, they make you a hero.
Get that soldier a bunk.
So there we go. That was the opening. I hope that
No,
framed the
darling,
game well.
You can
Oh
stay
fuck!
here for
No,
a few days
we got a
until your
minute.
parents come for you. But we can't let you participate in any paranormal training without your parents' consent. I'm sorry.
Wowie, you're so lucky. You get to go home soon.
Home? Back there, I was just like you were, Dogen. Punished by my own family for having powers I never asked for. But here, I have a chance to be something. To make a difference. They may come for me, Dogen. But they'll be looking for Raz, the boy.
The boy.
What they're going to find? What
It's
they don't
the man,
expect?
the Psychonaut.
Is Raz, the Psychonaut.
And then you'll make their heads explode?
No. Do you do that?
No. Well, once kinda. But now I wear this special hat.
What the fuck is up with
Wanna try
Dogen's
it on?
No.
rump?
But he has mental defenses like I've never seen in someone so young. If I could just get him in my lab for some experiments.
I like
I'm
that
sure he could
Emil just
withstand
followed me
more
as I
than the
said, what the
others.
fuck is up with that
kid's
guy's
one
rump?
in
I
a
feel that
million, Nine.
that captures what's
I'm
going on
not
here.
gonna let you turn him into one of your guinea pigs. I got big plans for that mind.
Oh yeah. So, okay, we're actually out of the opening now. Perfect. As you can see, I've played this game a few times, so I've got a few bunks, you know. That one's Jordan. This one's Jord, which is my affectionate nickname. And I believe this one will be Quill. But funnily enough, I had to actually delete a Jordan to get this available. Would you believe? So, yeah, I've played this game a lot, but I want to play it again because it's amazing. And it's free. It's free. Well, if you have Amazon Prime, it's free. Let me just delete a file. And we can type in our name. Let's do a... Like you would draw as a kid, you know? Like that. Perfect. Quill is my streaming name, if you didn't know. You must address me as that from now on, viewers.
Alright, settle down in here.
You thought we were asleep.
Day tomorrow. I want to see each and every one of you run to my classroom at 0600 hours on the dot. I'm the early bird, and you're the worms. Got it? Now, lights out!
And now we're inside of Raz's mind, should I say, with an old man. You will find out who this old man is very soon.
Quick eye exam before we start. Huh? Look over that way, if you will.
All right.
Wow, what's that?
Oh, that's a side challenge marker. The staff scatters these out. Now look up for me, if you will. Some of the old markers have fallen apart. You'll find bits of them flapping around loose. If you find enough of these side cards, you can put them together to make a brand new challenge marker. But you have to buy a psi core at the camp store to hold them together.
I always thought it was
Keep
such a
ranking up,
weird
and
way
before
to do
you know it,
collectibles.
you'll be able to use brand new psychic
So there's like a
powers,
one that gives
stuff
you a
didn't even
fuckload,
know you could do.
one that gives you just
And then when
one,
do I
but then
become a
once you
psycho?
get enough, you have to
Because I
buy
have to do
something
that before my
to
dad
then
shows
collect
up
it
to take
together.
me home.
I also like how it teaches you how to
That
do the
looks so
collectibles
familiar.
by teaching you up, down, left, right. Perfect. We're not going to change our camera preferences because we're not one of those crazy people who have it the opposite way.
Hey, Raz! Hurry up! You don't want to be
What do
late for
you
basic
want?
Braining.
Woohoo! Basic braining is the best class ever!
All right.
Woohoo!
And welcome to
Kid was late for
Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp. Oh my god, talking to people again.
Shoot, I reckon things ain't gonna change
This
one
is the
bit.
cowboy.
Doggone it, partner. No woman's never gonna...
Hey,
I think
you're gonna
she...
make my boyfriend late for class.
Oh, it's her boyfriend.
Come on, James. Come on.
She is the most human looking character in Psychonauts, I swear to god. All these people look crazy, including Raz. This dude is one ugly young man. But that doesn't matter, that won't stop us. So yeah, essentially, you collect these collectibles here. You can bring them up like that. They're like little cards, and once you get 9, you've got a deck, I guess is what they're trying to do. And then you have to go buy a Psi Core from the shop. The Psi Core lets you upgrade your powers. And you might have seen there that we've got this thing, which is a little purple stank coming out of the ground. If I press Y, pull that up, arrowhead. So you can use them to buy items. So through the game we're gonna get item shops that are mainly in the camp in this hub area. And I can go and buy like this thing that like quickly pulls them up, or I can buy like a new psychic weapon. As in like completely blasting people with my brain, stuff like that. It gets wild, it gets a little scary and wild, but that's okay. So, as per the opening introduction, this is Raz. Raz is this like green but incredibly keen kid who comes to this Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp purely out of obsession. He hasn't paid to be here. He's just ran away from home. And he wants to come here to become a Psychonaut, which all of the other kids assume is just some sort of like joke thing, and it's just summer camp for them. To Raz, this is everything, because at home, his home life's pretty shit, and you know, the game gets into that as we go on. The best thing about this hub world is that it's so fucking full. There's this little cabin here. Oh yeah, and you slide. So I don't know why I love Psychonauts so much. I think it's purely because it's there was a right time in my life where I played it. I think I must have been like 10 maybe on the original Xbox. It was one of the first games that made me think like, oh wow, like this is funny, this is written well, I would enjoy the rest of this. And at that point, not many games did that. I was also like a big sucker for 3D platformers, Spyro, Crash, that kind of thing. But none of them really had the nuance of Psychonauts, where Psychonauts is kind of about like... It's got like a central theme, which is mental health, and it talks about a lot of different issues. But it's also like a... through the vein of like a kid's game.
I'm telling you for the
Here's
last
Dogen.
time, no.
And the squiggles.
I would never do that. I could never kill everyone. Oh,
The squirrels tell him to kill people,
Squirrel trouble?
which is fun.
they're liars is all. Whatever they tell you, it's a lie.
I'll take your word for it. You going to class?
Yeah, I'll meet you up there. As soon as I get these guys to shut up.
I mean, Dogen, what are those? I'm pretty confident that he's wearing like a... Yes, you are. You're wearing like a pair of pants that are also your shoes. I wonder if I pulled that up. Oh shit, okay, he's killed the squirrels now. Did you kill them, Dogen? No? Yes? Maybe so? Oh shit, yeah. He straight up burned those fools. I'm scared of running into anyone because it just traps you in this little cutscene. Not that they're bad, but I mean, what the fuck is this kid doing? What I was saying is that basically this game is kind of like a Pixar movie. It's the best way I like to describe it. Like, it's a kid's thing, and kids really enjoy it, as I did when I was a young boy. But as I've grown older and I've played it, it's got a lot of nuance, and it talks about some things that not many games actually do, particularly mental health, and has a lot of like really sort of like deep conversations hidden within its sort of like childish veneer, which is a tough thing to do, I think. Pixar is probably one of the only companies that actually does that well. So yeah, and we'll get into that as we go along. I want this to be a sort of playthrough where I'm sort of giving you a bit of analysis on each of the levels and telling you why I love them and enjoying it while I do, but also sort of like talking about what they're on about in my eyes and the sort of different mental issues that these players and characters have and how that affects their mental state. Okay, so that's later on we'll be able to burn those birds to death with our mind. Right now we kind of suck. What are you guys?
The Whispering Rockers.
Oh, what?
That's my band name idea.
Oh god.
Why aren't you guys in Coach Oleander's class?
Are you kidding? A kid got killed in that class last year.
I heard it was a bunch of kids, Phoebe.
Well, I heard it was a bunch of blind kids, and the coach threw them off a cliff.
Yeah, because they were late for class.
You'd better hurry, kid. Now, where were we, Quinn?
And by worse, did you possibly
And
mean
so
best?
the writing is
That's
always
where I
really
was
good,
gonna
even if
say.
you're just talking to some of these little dodgy camp people. Written by Eric Woolpaw and Tim Schafer, I believe. Tim Schafer is obviously, I mean, his reputation precedes him, but Eric Woolpaw made, I'm pretty sure he did a lot of the stuff for Half-Life 2, as in the Combine, created all that kind of thing. A lot of the storyline of Half-Life 2 was his responsibility.
Levitators.
Then he moved on to this game, which is great. See, now we will be able to get, oops, let's pause, over to this place soon, which is the sort of the, I don't know what the fuck I'd call that. I've never been to camp, don't blame me. And that's yeah, the main campgrounds, and there's the dodgy guy, Ford Cruller.
The rest of camp is off limits until you have a basic braining. Now get.
So basically I have to get my basic braining pass. Another cool thing is this is the fast travel system. It's like made out of tree trunks, which I feel is kind of a nod to Monkey Island because there's one of those in that. Other than that though, you basically drop it down into them and they take you along, and we'll look at that later. I don't know what the hell this guy's for. I'm going to ignore him and we're going to move on to the first mission. So we're trapped in here for the moment, but we can go and get up in this terrifying looking tree and speak to the coach. See, it told me there that I've collected enough to make one of those psi markers, which essentially means I can upgrade stuff, but I can't do it until I beat the basic braining class. There's no way to skip this, even in the speed running. I've had a look.
For starters,
because it is annoying because you don't get to the main hub. But anyway, Coach Oleander was that guy at the start who was kind of like a dodgy war veteran guy, and the game certainly goes to some places with that.
Shh! I snuck out. That class is a death trap.
I'm gonna actually put the subtitles on. Yep, so that you can read it, because I know that the sound
Crazy people.
is not too high.
Coach is strong. At the start of class, he pulls you into his mind, and then there's nothing you can do about it. But once you're in, you can use these smelly. Take mine. I don't need them anymore. I'm calling my parents to come get me before I get hurt.
Too late!
Oh fuck,
Bobby!
Bobby,
Ah!
get away, Bobby.
Can't!
Cough it up, my loser, or you'll be coughing up bloody tears.
Hey, leave him alone.
I heard a rumor you were raised in the circus.
That's a true
Well,
rumor.
let me put this in terms you'll understand. I'm the strong man around here.
Really? Because you look more like the cotton candy.
Benny, put...
Come on.
Yeah.
So, that was Bobby. Bobby is a total dick, basically the camp bully, and he has a mate who has massive ears, who's kind of like his right-hand man, runs a racketeering service in Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp. All these kids are now under the spell of this fella's mind. There's your girlfriend, you'll get into it later. Who's this guy?
Hey, Chloe. What are you doing?
The coach uses this to broadcast his thoughts across the camp. I think I can tune it to reach my people in space.
Oh, okay, Chloe.
Coach Oleander, I'm reporting for basic braining.
Son, you realize that to take my course, I will have to pull you into my mind. And you will have to relive every bullet-scarred memory of every battle I have ever faced. It would be pretty. Are you sure you wouldn't rather run around a bit more in the sunshine first?
Yeah. So you can explore or go, but we're gonna go.
I'm ready, sir.
Well then. You're late, soldier. Now get in here and give me 20.
So this is this pretty gross scene where you sort of seep into his mind. And yep, there's Raz falling into his brain.
This is
And we've now got a turtleneck on. Very nice one.
mental world.
It looks like a dentist office.
A mental dentist office.
The recruiting office, kids. And I'm here to recruit you for the greatest job in the world. Being a psychonaut. It's about fighting a war for mental freedom. Are you ready to face torture, insanity, and death? Because this is your...
Oh, me, sir.
Toilet!
But you said...
There's only one way out of here. Fighting. I want one of you chickens to sock me square in the jaw. I warn you.
So this is the way that he sort of rationalizes his mental sort of like state. Everything's a fight.
I said pop me.
The only way to resolve your problems is with violence and sort of like
Let's go.
war, which is what he was involved in as a kid. And we'll find more out about that in this level, because there's cool little mental vaults. He wants me to hit him, so I guess I'm gonna have to hit him. Bang.
Ah, that's what I'm...
This is his brain.
What kind of obstacle course is this? That kid just got killed.
A mental obstacle course, you bleeding heart. He's not dead. His astral projection just got kicked out of my mind. And I'll kick your astral projection out of here too if you don't get moving.
So yeah, so in Psychonauts, because you're inside someone's brain, you sort of like are an astral projection every time that you play in a brain, and obviously you can die. Yeah, you missed that actually just then, but that was me collecting some mental health. Yes, the game is main source of health is called mental health, which is cool. Clearly, because you're in a mind.
Mentalis Uberalis.
So yeah, this is like a sort of crash course, but also the game's tutorial. This is a Figment. I think the game's going to explain what a Figment is.
You can run right through Figments. They help you rank up, and when you rank, whenever you see a Figment, come on, get that Figment. Be a Figgy Piggy.
Oh, we're going to be a Figgy Piggy.
Hey, what are you staring at?
This is great.
We all have
Emotional baggage.
Why don't you make
A literal thing in Psychonauts.
some of it out while you're in here? Keep your eyes peeled for a tag that matches. Could be.
So you've got to sort your emotional baggage.
I need the steamer trunk tag for this guy.
And he's just crying there, poor guy. Again, a kid's game. Very cool.
You will pick up that tag.
And hello to Hunolo Egley. Not that I don't know who that is. Hi, Helena.
Right now.
Saying ack.
You hit that ladder hard, son.
We're trying to hit 50 followers here. If anybody actually follows us, on the screen should come up a thing that says you've just been followed with a GIF of Donald Duck. I've set it up so that a GIF of Donald Duck plays when that happens, which I think is pretty great. So yeah, figments of your imagination are what we're sort of imagining in his brain. No, sorry. Things that he's imagining in his brain. So we've got like soldiers hanging on for their dear life off a ladder. A big scary monster with a
Bowels move more than you do, Pokey.
with an Axis hat on, a big cleaver, shit like that. And of course the bushes are made out of machine gun ammo and dog tags, which is great fun. Now we want to collect all these figments. I'm not going to be laborious with it, but the amount that I can is great. Oh shit! There we go. Hunolo Egley is now following, and look at that gif of Donald Duck.
You'll have plenty of time to stand around when
I think we were on 16. We should be on 17 now. Perfect. But thanks, Alma. But yeah. This is basic braining. Spooky place. A mental sort of Vietnam, if you will. Oh shit, forgot about that. Your health bar is brains. Because of course it is. Here's Bobby.
We can't get past this. This is stupid.
Looks like a test. There's probably a secret, more advanced route.
What's that supposed to mean? You think you're more advanced than me, new kid?
What?
I'm not stupid. You're stupid. The coach is stupid. The whole camp is stupid. That thing flying at you is stupid.
What's flying at me?
Oh hey Nick. Thanks for stopping by.
What? You stupid.
I like that emoji. I don't know what it is, but it's nice. Oh yeah, this horrible dance. Fun fact about that dance. Did you see that dance that he just did? I will tell you about it when this ends.
Actually, I was saving this plant.
Never seen one so meaty before.
I have. It's been appearing in this creepy nightmare I keep having.
You're having nightmares? Oh, I've been reading about how to fix those. Will you let me see one?
No.
Fun. So this girl is kind of like your love interest.
It's game day, kid.
One nightmare.
Nope.
She's a good person. More figments. She's seen this meat in the floor here, which is a very let's say ominous situation. Basically, we're gonna see more of that later. But basically, think about this: a piece of meat is seeping into her brain when she's in someone else's brain, and it's also been in her nightmares. Scary, not very good, weird. Yes, the dance. Let me tell you about the dance. So the dance that Bobby Zilch just did there up on the thing where it was like is a dance I'm pretty sure that Tim Schafer said is something that his brother used to do when he was a kid, and he put it in this game as like a nod to that, which I think is cute. Raz also does it at different points, and I'm pretty sure it also pops up in like most Double Fine games. So I think it's in Headlander, which is another great game about like 80s being a spaceman in the 80s, which is good fun. Now we're floating on a blimp. So this is sort of a basic platforming level, but oh boy, don't you worry, this game goes some places with its platforming. The last mission, if you know anything about Psychonauts, you probably know about the Meat Circus, which is this sort of like last mission of the game that was critically sort of like hated for how hard it was and was considered one of the most ridiculous things about Psychonauts. They actually fixed it in the PC version, I'm pretty confident. Oh, Nick, no! You've only played 5 minutes of this game. Oh, no, Nick. Well, it's free and I just gifted you Twitch Prime, so you don't have any excuse. Oh, no. Is this our first death? Oh, no, we're okay. Ooh, that nearly was. So there's a lot of hanging on walls, a lot of flipping about.
Is your name Joey?
No.
Because I'm gonna call you Slowy Joey.
Slowy Joey.
My name.
What was that, Slowy?
There's something that he says in a minute, which is, I believe he talks about slower than molasses. Yeah, you'll see it, but why did I jump off there? Where he talks about how you're slower than molasses going down a hill or something. It's very good, you'll hear it.
Like molasses
There we go.
January with crutches.
Great line. But yeah, anyone who hasn't played it, it's on Twitch Prime, it's free. I do, Amazon Prime doesn't pay out until 100, but I'll definitely be playing it. I know it's considered a classic. You should. It's a good bit of fun. Pretty sure the other games on May are pretty good as well. And last month's games were like super hot. I think SteamWorld Dig 2. Now SteamWorld Dig 2 is like 100% one of the best games I've played this year. And I played God of War, so I mean, yeah. SteamWorld Dig 2, I think I played it on Switch back when I went to EGX. Oh, here's another piece of emotional baggage. Oh, but we had the tag. And we've unlocked it. With emotional baggage, you don't actually get anything. It's just kind of like a collectible that you unlock. I don't think you actually earn anything from it either. Alright, we've heard that one. Come on, mate. And now we need to go back. There's other ones. There's ones called Mental Vaults. I'm pretty sure that you'll see in a minute. More mental health. Oh. So, do you play the PSVR? Yes, I did. Psychonauts and the Rhombus of Ruin, which has now recently come to Steam and Vive. And Nick, I believe that you have Oculus or something like that. And it's very good. I would recommend it. On PSVR, it's cool, but I'm pretty sure in the Vive and the Oculus, it would look even better because the PSVR has a pretty poor resolution, despite being quite good, and I like it a lot. But the game's very good. It's actually story relevant. It does the gap between Psychonauts 1 and 2. That's what Rhombus of Ruin is. It's a very good game, and you basically get to do all of these cool mental powers that we will discover with your mind, because you're playing virtual reality. It's good fun. And you're playing God of War, got your sultry tones accompanying the rage. God of War, oh my god, man. I hope you're having fun. I don't know where you're up to it, like what part of the game you're up to, so I can't really expound on anything that... I don't want to spoil it, is what I'm trying to say. But I'm glad that you think my tones are sultry, and that they are accompanying the terrible, terrible rage of Kratos, and the lovely one-liners from our boy Atreus, the good boy. Yeah. It's on your wish list, you should get it. That'd be really sweet. I'm pretty sure it'll come down on price. It was only like £9 when I bought it on PSVR, but I know that games that come out on Steam that were once on PSVR often get inflated. I guess because they look better. Who knows? This is Dogen.
What's wrong?
We've met Dogen before. He wears the weird pants. We don't like the weird pants, but we like Dogen. This is optional. I've now got to lead this boy through a minefield.
I can't do it.
Oh, you can't do it. Yes, you can do it. Come with me.
Just follow me.
Okay.
Come on, young man. Don't you dare touch those mines. See, I'm being really terrible here. I'm sort of toying with his life by going through the figments. You don't have to do that. I'm just evil. You just got the heart.
I can't do it.
Oh, you got the
I
heart.
can't do it.
Oh, yes, you can do it. Come on.
Follow me. I'll help you through the mines.
Okay.
I'm unsure if you get anything for this, but you get the solace knowing that this young man doesn't die. He very much can die if you don't fuck up.
I didn't explode at all.
Good hustle out there.
Hey.
Yeah.
This is for helping me out. Okay, bye.
Woo! A psychic arrowhead. Its raw energy will contribute value to arrowheads. Oh, okay. So they're like psychic versions of the arrowheads. Like the arrowheads are the things that you get, we saw before, in real life. But because we're in this guy's brain and we're in his astral projection, you know that they're astral. They're psychic. They don't exist. We could save. We're not going to save. This is his weird sort of like Axis helmet. Pretty sure he was on the Allied side, coach, but whatever. It's cool that you got the heart. Again, I don't want to spoil anything in case anybody's watching who hasn't played God of War, but the boss fights, man. Holy shit. Unbelievable. And now we're in a plane. And the plane's going down. Who are you?
Hey, no one told me to pack a chute.
Did Washington have a chute when he crossed the Delaware? Just jump, sissy!
First, and then we turned left.
Okay. Shut up, kid.
Like a climax to this
And
story.
then I gave Lady a bone.
See you, man. It's nice knowing you. And we're out. But this isn't the end of basic braining. So... Oh, we landed on a snowman. That's handy.
Yeah, we're no good.
Oh, yeah, this bit. Okay. So we got a jump punch to hit this button. Essentially what it is a little targeting game. We got to beat it if we want the gate to open. These two are like the really keen, sporty people. Oh, we got 5 viewers. Hello, everybody. Please, drop us a follow. Jump and punch to activate the button. Bonk.
Score enough points on this course, kid, and I'll give you a...
Okay, I've got to not hit any babies. Then I've got to hit all the evil gun-toting people. Oh no, you're an evil gun-toting man. And you. I think this is trying to teach you how to do the combat without you actually facing anybody. Remember, we haven't actually fought anyone yet. That is a part of this game. Obviously, I'm focusing because this is incredibly hard. Oh, oh, fuck. No, 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 no. No. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Don't hit the baby. I think you get something extra for getting full marks on that, but whatever, you know. We good. I love how the levels are structured in this game. As you can see, we were in a plane there and we dropped down and we landed in this snowy, weird landscape. They're very linear, the levels. But in fact, only a few of them are linear. There's some that aren't. Get into that later.
Away their shame, their dirty little secrets, and these tiny vaults in their minds. The enemy is not allowed any secrets in wartime, are they, soldiers? Go ahead and bust open this vault.
So yeah, that's a mental vault.
I got nothing to hide.
As he says, he thinks he's got nothing to hide, but this is one of the coolest mechanics in Psychonauts. So, this is called Oleander's Pride. You unlock, I think there's 2 of these in every single episode. Level. So, it's like a little, I forget what they're called, I think they're beyond my time, but they're like little slideshow things. Oleander's Pride. So clearly, you know, he's staken down. Looks pretty Iwo Jima, that. Went out to war. Did all those war things. Dived out of some planes, as we've been doing. Rode a missile with an anchor in his hand. And of course, the soldier's way helped poor little Jimmy. Yeah. He's a leader. He's a born leader. He's a military man.
You enjoy that. One of my favorites.
That sticks in your memories, which is good fun. I should show you the journal. In the journal we've got, yeah, this shows us what we've collected, all of the emotional baggage for the level. This shows us our sort of like long-term goals. We've got like the Psy Cadet rank, the vaults cracked. See, there's 19 vaults. There's 2 vaults in every level. I'm pretty confident. One that's like, let's say nice, and the other one that's really sort of bad. The first one that you saw there was nice. It's just him. It's like the ideal version of the self and the sort of corrupted version of the self. Arrowhead 16, emotional baggage. Psychos, cobwebs. Things I've got to do. Complete the course. Yeah, and here's where the memories are. I think that's where you get your cutscenes as well, which is good. Obviously, we don't have a map here, because we're in this guy's brain, and I don't think... It's so linear, I don't think there is a map. Any other missions, I'm pretty sure there's a map. Alright, let's continue on. But yeah, I don't know if I know exactly where his other one is, his other mental vault, but I'm sure we'll find that. Teleport options. Oh yeah, he lets you teleport to places within a level. It's kind of like the fast travel system. This bit was really tough for me as a kid. I did not understand it. I don't know why. Don't blame me. And I might die to it now because I'm bad. As you can see, I'm getting like... Ooh, I'm having to be quiet, and you know there's a problem. Alright, where's the next one? Where do we know it's the next one? Oh, shit. Alright, we got it. But yeah, this bit as a kid, my god. So many attempts. Look at these little bunnies. Look at these sweet little bunnies with their army hats on. There's a theme here. Oh shit. I really need that mental health, to be honest. Oh, fuck. Oh no. And we've defeated the trench. That was the first pseudo boss of the game. There are bosses in this game, which is good fun. Oh, I'll just get that figment. And I think we have to crack into his head. Yep. Bobby, you get... Bobby, come on, man. See ya, boy. Let's get in. Yoink. Alright. The whole point of this mission is to raise these flags. Coach Oleander's, that opens all these doors, and then we can move on to the next section, I'm pretty sure. Is there anything down here? No. Somehow the levels get more fascinating every time you go through them. Like, this one's is not very nuanced and kind of like, okay, he's a war vet and therefore just thinks about war all the time. Is sort of haunted by his past. Other missions aren't so subtle. But I don't want to spoil them. And now we do some swinging. Yoink. 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 Okay, that was bad. And we're up. Woo! Oh, and we already had the tag for that guy. Perfect. Okay, we gotta be careful here. Don't want to be burned. I'm pretty sure there's a bit of wall that you can actually crack in this. I'll try and find it. I'm not sure if that's where... Yeah, here we are. To get through.
Hold it right, Bex. You can collect them with a specialized piece of... Till then, just...
So what this is a mental cobweb. Essentially the game's idea of mind fog, if that's a word that can be used here. People in their brains have, like, you know, a little bit of, like, something you can't remember, you know what I mean? This is a mental fog, and you can clear it with a cobweb duster, funnily enough, that you can buy from the store with arrowheads. And then when you clear the mental cobwebs and make people's minds more clear, which I guess is kind of like the whole point of this game, you can eventually get yourself a lovely amount of arrowheads. As we know, arrowheads being the currency in this game. Oh no, we don't want to do that. And now we've got to kind of like the ending part of the level where everything's sort of like a shipwreck. There's obviously like a crashed battleship over there.
As you can see, the trapeze is very... Most cadets, you might just want to get a participation ribbon at the end.
So now we've got a trapeze, which is interesting because Raz is of the circus, so he's good at this. That explains also all his acrobatics. You know, in games where like maybe, oh no, is that our first death? Oh, it's our first death. Okay, just me being silly. He is a circus boy. He knows all of the circus tricks. A good circus boy. Ah, you see, we found it. The mental vault. So we'd have to come back to this gate, to this level, once we've got the cobweb duster. Once we clear that, we can use it on the mental vault. And then once we've done that, we can learn sort of like the dark side to Coach's story, which gives you a reason to come back, which I think is really awesome. Okay, anyway, yeah. Trapeze. We're going to smash this, don't worry. Oh! Perfect. If you can hear crying, that's because that's the mental vault. So it's weird that the coach has set this up as a trapeze. Does he know that Raz is a circus boy? And he's escaped the circus to come try and be a psychonaut? Interesting. Some interesting notes. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. Maybe it works though. Come on. Ooh.
Hey kid, I think I see a silver dollar out there in that rail.
Oh no.
Why don't you walk out there a bit and pick it up?
Okay. He's kind of teasing us into this Ratchet and Clank section. If you ever played Ratchet and Clank, you should know what this is all about.
Ha, sucker, see you at the bottom.
He's clearly malevolent. He just wants to trick us. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Oops. I'm supposed to smash them. No. Yeah, there we go. Pretty sure some of the lines actually end as well. Perfect. Yeah, see you, buddy. Bonk! There, the dance. We got the dance. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. I really appreciate people joining us here for the first ever Quillstreak stream. Or the first ever professional Quillstreak stream. We look pretty good. We got a little thing in the bottom corner, courtesy of the Streamlabs scene selector. I believe that's what its name is. Before that, had no idea. This is where it gets a bit surreal. He doesn't believe in us, but I believe in us, and I think we can do this. This used to make me have motion sickness as a kid, and it still does a little bit, so look away now if you are prone to that. Oh boy. Oh Jesus. I know in the speedruns they totally skip this part, but unfortunately I don't know how to do that. Oh god. This is gross. Come on. Helena says, if you've ever played Monsters Inc. PS1 and heavily enjoyed Randall Scare Island ice skating. Oh yeah. Oh man. Maybe that's a game that we should play. I know we beat Rugrats together. We should beat Monsters Inc. And I should play it on here. Maybe stream it.
Hello? Hello? Guess I'm early.
Because they released it on the PS2 as well, I think. Okay, anyway. We've made it. We've done it. We're down at the bottom of the rail. Everything's good. But we've made it to the pedestal. And there's nobody here. So, I have to go here. What is this place? Who knows?
Hold it right there, son. Now just what in the Sam Hill do you think you're doing in there?
I was just looking for a way out.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't think you'd get to the end so fast. Dang, I didn't think you'd get to the end at all. You surprised me out there, kid. Here, you've earned this. Your first Psychonaut Merit Badge.
Dun 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 dun. Get used to this shit. Hell yeah. We got our first merit badge, boys.
Soldier come back from the field alive. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go back in. I left some good men back there.
Yeah, he's a little bit obsessed. And we're out of his mind. That was the first level of Psychonauts, the tutorial level. It's Big Ears McGee. Oh no.
You better watch yourself, Gogglelicious.
What's that, hair boy?
Hey boy.
Piece of me?
Hey, Brainiacs, settle down.
Why? You worried I'm gonna hurt your boyfriend?
No, because Sasha 9 is standing right behind you.
Your performance, young cadet, was outstanding. I'd like you to report to my lab for some advanced training.
Ooh, Raz the Spaz is gonna be in a special class. Benny, remind me to give him a special beating later, okay?
God, he's just so horrible.
These tests are unauthorized, though, so I can't actually ask you to come. But if you happen to drop in, well, what could I do? Let me just give you this. Remember, your talent will always set you apart, Rasputin. Sometimes isolation is a good thing. It can lead to important discoveries.
See how fax is that?
Wait! I don't even know what your lab is! Is this some kind of test?
Yes, it is. You've got a button.
Sometimes isolation
Oh God!
is a good thing.
He's in my head.
It can lead to important discoveries.
And now I'm hearing things. Great.
Oh, I love this music. So, what's going on is Sasha 9, who is the sort of big daddy of the Psychonauts club, has said that he wants to see us in his room for special training, special Psychonauts training, but we're not actually allowed to because we're not enrolled. Remember, we just sort of dropped into the summer camp. We were like, oh, we're obsessed, we want to be a Psychonaut. So we just totally went and did that. So, he's still in his brain. Or he's asleep.
You know where this button...
Hey, you stole a button from the geodesic psycho-isolation chamber.
No, I didn't. I...
Should have known. That kid reminds me of my... Well, go.
Yes, sir. Hey, Coach.
Don't you know that?
Right.
So, the geodesic psycho-isolation place, let's just call it that for now, is a place on the map. We found out where we need to go. This button opens the door, would you believe? I don't know how the fuck it does that, but you'll see. Helena says, please, because I yearn to go back to that desert island level with One-Eyed Mike. I totally agree. I remember that desert very, very fondly. He said, God, he's the equivalent of Ross. Yes, Bobby Zilch is like Ross without any of the responsibilities. So he's even worse than Ross, really. Ross is an adult who holds down a job and has children, but still manages to be worse. Or a total douche. Which is... Actually, maybe Ross is worse than Bobby Zilch. Yeah. That's probably the truth. So in the hub world, there's so many things to do. One of the things you can do is a treasure map, which we'll get onto once we get to the main campgrounds. But mainly you just want to sort of venture around, soak in the place, and get yourself some of that sweet, sweet card goodness. Oh shit.
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes, right? And then I'm gonna start to count to 100, okay?
It's hide and seek, Vernon, not hide and calculus. We've all got... I got it. You start counting.
Great.
Milka, you're a genius. Come on, Duggan.
Hold on. Man, you got...
So as you saw there, these kids can turn invisible. That is one of the many psychic talents that we will learn in our journey through Psychonauts.
We have a special on Dream Fluffs. You hear me?
Dream Fluffs.
Yeah, good for you. Keep a pocket full of these for a quick boost of mental health.
So Dream Fluffs are essentially like happy dreams that you can eat. It's kind of like cotton candy, but in physical form. And if you eat them, it boosts your mental health. Your mental health being your real health in Psychonauts. Because that's how that works. Don't question it. More arrowheads that we need sorely. To afford things. Because we're adults. Not really. See, we can climb the... Oh.
Frozen solid.
Okay. So as you can see, there's a hoagie in a frozen block of ice there. That will become evident what we need to do with that later. It's not just there for set dressing, as you might believe. That hoagie is very important. It's part of the treasure hunt. And the only way to unlock it is by... Well, I guess you can guess, really. Burning it with your mind. That's one of the talents that Raz eventually gets. It's a very fun talent. Probably one of the best. Offensive, but useful in all sorts of situations. Oh, a little lizard. There. So now we got to make our way to the campgrounds. Oh, what?
I need to get to Maybe you should have. I did think of that.
Exactly. One. Hey,
I found this thing.
Yep.
How'd they get?
Frankie, the new kid can't be this dumb. The camp's built on an.
Oh my gosh!
I hope not. No, stupid. They're hidden underground, but they let out a little gas, just like. So if you see any of that stuff, just pull them right out. Like. Anyway.
All right. So they stole one of our great arrowheads and told us that.
Whoa there, you. Come here, you.
Oh wait, hold on.
The scavenger hunt without a list.
Yeah, here we go. Scavenger hunt.
To me when you have enough items for your...
So find 8 items and be promoted 4 ranks. So the ranks are how you level up and get more powers. So we want that. So you get the top row, you get 4 ranks. You get the bottom row, you get another 4 ranks. Perfect. And as you see, there's the turkey sandwich. There is the turkey sandwich. That is the thing that we just found, but we can't get it because we need a power. Scavenger hunt persists across the whole game. Alright. As I was saying, the burial grounds are not here. It's not built on burial grounds, because that's a bit of a crash joke, I guess. The point is that the Indians just buried the arrowheads here, not that it's an Indian burial ground, which I think is quite clever. Alright, we're now in the main campgrounds. A squiggle! Kill it. Later on we'll be able to burn those. Not that I'm sort of a Norman Bates animal killer, but, you know. I always like to, for some reason, maybe it's habit that pulls me down to this car park every time I play this game, but here we go. Toilet here. But not just any toilet. A stinky toilet with a card in. Which gives us mental powers. That is a weird looking car. I love how they obviously didn't change like the texture on this, the grabbable rim of this basketball, because it lets a lot of rock dust go, which is great. And across the camp are sort of like reactive side quests that aren't really told to you, but actually exist. So like they're not on your like map or on your like quest log or anything, but there we go. Little sort of like side things to do and deeper things like the scavenger hunt. Give me that.
Remember to keep filling up those scavenger hunt forms. We got a couple of big promotions for the winner.
Nobody else is competing, unfortunately. Alright. We're going to head to the main campgrounds now. I'm going to show you the shop. And then I'm going to show you Fraud Crulla's base of operations, which is actually, I believe I can show you that now. Is it down here? Yes, it is.
Hey!
Welcome to the Whispering Rocket Underground Rapid Transit System. Would you like to go back to your private sanctuary now, Agent Cruller? Or somewhere else?
So like a weird secret agent, Ford Cruller, who is the guy that we keep seeing everywhere, has a fast travel system underneath the map. So we can go to the kids' cabin, which is where we just were. That was where the tree trunk had bars over it. Now they're open. But what we really want to do is go to Ford's sanctuary.
Yes, noble Psychomaster.
Ford is like this all-knowing, outside of the law, outside of the academia guy, that sort of controls a lot of things that go on here. Here's his cabin. Here's his sanctuary. Spooky.
What are you doing?
This trading facility is built right smack on top of the... It runs under this whole valley and makes this a very critical area for the cycle. And to make sure you little spoon benders...
So, Cruller is a Psychonaut, and the Psychonauts are this sort of like crew of people who are sort of like psychic secret agents who are outside of this Whispering Rock, because there's the people who teach you. They are the Psychonauts, but essentially they're like the Secret Service. We don't really know that they exist. So this is a base of operations that we're not supposed to be in, to be honest.
What's Titanium?
Titanium is a very rare psychoreactive mineral that crashed here. It responds to psychic wave. It can make psychics more psychic, but it can also make unstable people more unstable. Not everyone can handle that much activity, and that part of it gives this valley an interesting history.
So, what he said there is basically that the Titanium, from which, you know, how psychics get psychic and how people become more unstable in their own brains, is because of this massive deposit that lives underground here at Whispering Rock. But also, as we'll find, that is also true within people's brains. So people can have a lot of Titanium in their brains, which sort of like rots their mind.
I saw you raking leaves. Was that a disguise?
Yes, well, I have many disguises. It helps. Now, when I'm in disguise...
Say no more.
So yeah, so he's supposed to be just like the camp counselor, but he is secret agent for Cruller.
So?
Well, from here I can monitor world events, look for signs of psychic terrorism.
And then fly out and save the day, right? You've got to...
Well, you know, these days I'm really just more of a dispatcher. I spot the trouble and send out a younger agent, like Mia or Sash. Well, up and down that hallway is the observation room. And beneath us, I have special machines for rebuilding side challenge. You should go familiarize yourself with those.
Alright.
My head?
Yep. I want to keep my eye on you, son, so I'm going to be a psychic stowaway inside your noggin. If you ever want to make me appear, you can do it with this special device.
Is that a piece of bacon?
Oh, yeah. I just love bacon. I smell that stuff and I can't help it. I drop everything and come running.
Okay. Do you have like a little baggie or something I could put this in?
You get a move on or I'll eat that right here.
So yeah, he's just give us a piece of bacon, and we can access that in one of our... Yeah, there we go. This is our items bit. Smelling salts are what you use to get out of levels. You can essentially pull yourself out by breathing in the smelling salts, which wakes you up out of a person's brain. Sash's button, we'll use that later. But the bacon...
And don't go pulling that out when I'm physically nearby, or I'm telling you I'm going to eat it.
So I don't think he does eat it, but this piece of bacon summons Ford to your location, where he can sort of talk to you, give you tips, and he literally pops out of your ear, and I'll show you that later, but yeah. Put that away. This is our powers thing, but we don't have any powers, you see, so it's a bit rubbish. Up here doesn't do anything right yet, but we can go and make some psychos down here. Yeah, we got you. What this does is... What that does is it takes the mental cobwebs, turns them into psi cards, so you can rank up pretty easily once you start getting those. So we want to save up and get one of those cobweb dusters pretty soon. This turns the... Oh yeah, but... We turn the cores into challenge markers. The cores and the cards make a challenge marker. Yeah. Helen says, so how did you find Psychonauts of VR? I thought it was really good. Yeah, I thought it was really good. Added a lot to the game, I think. Added a lot to the universe of Psychonauts. Take me to the kids' cabin. Yeah. An insightful time. Used a lot of powers. I'm on the card hunt. I'm a card thief. Okay, we're in the lodge.
Hey, where are you stopping?
So there's that invisible girl.
You stopped.
Here's the band.
No.
Why, simmer down there, Phoebe.
Sorry, my bad.
Not to worry, my bro.
let's just pick it up from the part where I do that thing.
And you see up there? That doll? Yeah. Scavenger hunt item.
Do over. 2, 3, 4.
It's an easier way to do this. And this is Ford again.
I told you. Oh, that's my last count with that. Oh, that's my last cobweb duster. Take that into someone's mind with you. You can clean up. They're happy to be rid. Dream. Now, you take that side car. Alrighty then. What else can I do you for? Excellent choice. What else can I do you for?
So what he sells is a dowsing rod, which is really useful actually. You have to be rank 10 to get it, but once you've got 50 arrowheads, you can pick up more valuable ones by figuring out where they are on the ground. Like if they're deeper, they're gonna give you more.
Here's something every young sire could count with that. Oh, that's my last cobweb dust. Count with that. Now here's something every young sire cadet needs.
That's the mental magnet power, so that lets you like capture arrowheads easy. You've seen one in pretty much every game. There's the Dream Flups. Oh no, this is a colorizer. You can use this to sort of turn your ball different colours. That's the duster that we need. And the Dream Fluffs. Anyway. Yeah, it's interesting. We are in a lodge. I don't know how much this takes from Twin Peaks. But I'd say quite a lot. It's a very surreal, weird game.
The last time I heard that joke, I fell off my grandma's solar-powered dinosaur and broke my metric buggy whip. Second of all, you know my dog died this winter, so it's not nice of you to make fun of it.
And later, once we do Mia's level, we actually get a big ball that we can ride around on. And then we can use that to get that scavenger hunt item. I'm pretty confident. So, we've now hit about the hour mark. And this is pretty much all I wanted to show of the start of Psychonauts. I will return to this and do like a new level every so often. Every few days or something, I think. But for now, I think I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to save. And come back another time. Later on, we may play some Overwatch with some Cold Street crew, which would be really fun. Once I round up the troops. But thanks a lot for watching. We've gained 2 followers today, which is really good. We've got ages to get to 50. That's all I want, just 50. So thanks a lot for everybody that tuned in. Everybody that's going to watch this as a VOD on YouTube when I eventually upload it, which should be soon. And yeah, this has been Psychonauts, one of my favourite games, and currently free on Twitch Prime. So if you got that, flaunt it. Thank you.